Hello, so today I'm going to go on a rant about Transformers and the franchise in general. It's a little break between the episodes that I've been making about, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I do funny commentaries on the cartoon and some spiritual wisdom that is revealed through Transformers. So there's some, if you find spiritual wisdom or glitches that I have not covered, please let me know and I'll be sure to cover them throughout the episodes. There's some really, I watched the whole series just for you again in my adulthood, and I have found some serious glitches that you're gonna get a total kick out of. So I don't want to reveal those yet to you, but there's some yeah. So first we want to address Generation 1. Great cartoon, had 5 runs, and then they brought it back, they altered it a little bit, they brought this whole thing that goes whoosh, 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 and then it was just interesting. So it worked, they were able to get a lot of money out of this particular franchise. Then we move into what happened afterwards. I think Beast Wars? I think the movie was in there somewhere. For me, the movie was an amazing success. I'm gonna do like a 4-part, maybe 6-part review of the movie and how amazing the movie is. I think animation wise, it's one of those like things that basically said I think actually it might be that staple that goes, this is what animation could be. And also it also dramatically changed the climate of Transformers and the way we look at Transformers, because it just made it a whole lot darker, just a lot. It took it to a whole new level, and I think that's where things really shifted for Transformers, and I think that's where it was hard to grab. I think when you go into that dark element, it's like you're trying to recapture what you had before, the success that was had before, but it's difficult because you've totally made things completely different. So I think there's something there in the way to address it. So then we've got Beast Wars, which was reasonably dark because it was a barren planet. The Transformers were there, the Decepticons were there, and they were animals. So I'm a little confused. It didn't really resonate for me. I didn't feel it was relatable. I know it has a strong fan base. I know people love it. Don't hate on me for it. It's just my personal opinion about how I don't think the writing was as amazing and as hilarious as the original Generation 1, and I don't think that they had humans. I mean, I know they didn't have humans, so it's like there wasn't really anything to relate to. So you've got that. You've got Transformers Armada, which I think it really had some amazing makings, because you kept dishing out new Transformers. It had this interesting feel to it, a Japanese anime, kind of like Pokemon meets Mega Man kind of thing going on. But I don't know what happened there. I really don't know. I'm not quite sure how many seasons it was. I know it turned into a comic book, so I'm not quite sure the success of Transformers Armada. Then you've got Transformers Prime. I know that I'm missing a bunch of other stuff in between, but forgive me and add it on the comments, and I'll make another video to update this one. Then you've got Transformers Prime, and for me, Transformer Prime misses the boat. Reason being is that the palette is extremely dark. I can hardly see the Decepticons, and the Decepticons turn into things that I don't recognize. I think that's where it really, I think the big difference between Transformers Generation 1 is that you had these things that turned into real things, and so there was a certain some danger that, this could be a Transformer. Not really, but this, it's like there's a sense of, but now it's like something that you don't really recognize. So it's like, oh, that's a Transformer. Yeah, who cares? So there's that element. Same with the Autobots, not as much, but they're just like Bulkhead turns into this Hummer looking thing. I think RC, the introduction of female characters, I think that was really powerful. I think that was really strong. I think in Transformers Armada, there was that girl who was a key, I forget. That was really kind of cool. The introduction of female characters into the Transformer universe. I like that. I think that there should be more. I think that are you a female Transformer fan? Do you love Transformers? So there's that. The Michael Bay. Let's talk about the Michael Bay thing. Michael Bay, I think for me, was a win because it propelled the franchise into a stronger level, and I think that into a bigger fan base. I think anytime, regardless of what you think, you're like, oh well, it was shrapnel and it was running around and it felt busy and it was like it just sucked. I think that it helped the franchise. So anytime it's like your child, your child is in this really bad movie, and but they gained the vehicle to be able to make other great stuff, and more people find out about them, and then so you're like, wow, okay, good, So that's the way I feel about the Transformers franchise with Michael Bay at the helm of the movies. I think that there's some definitely mishaps in regards to the writing, those ice cream truck things, Jar Jar Binks looking things. It's humor can be done in a way without having to revert to that kind of level. Character study, and it doesn't have to be so in your face and slightly racist, or obviously racist. So there's that aspect, and then you've got, because he got a lot of slack for that because of the characters, they just came off like just bad. And as a big a Transformer fan as I am, I did not see some of the movies until they came out on DVD or I saw them in Netflix, and I have not seen them again. I have not. It's not one of those things where I own them and I watch them over again. The Transformers movie, though, on the other hand, I do watch on a regular basis. Not on a regular basis, but I watch them a lot more than the Michael Bay movies. So now I talked about Transformers Prime, and one of the big misses that Transformers is doing, I believe, Hasbro has totally missed this boat. Like, Hasbro, what is wrong with you? Like, did you even try to do this? Like, I don't understand where you missed the boat. So right now, the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, I don't know if they're still making them, but the Magic cards and the Pokemon cards, those are huge. They're still going strong. They're still pushing it. And Transformers, I mean, if you start looking at the Transformers universe and you start seeing that these Transformers have powers, and you can make like 7 cards for Ironhide, and then you can make like 8 different cards for Optimus Prime, and so how many different Transformers there are out there, and you can release like it's a gold mine. So I know that I personally would collect them. I know that a lot of older people would probably collect them, and by older I mean like in their 30s. Sorry, kids. But I know the kids would play with them too. So I think that that's another part where they missed the boat. What do you think? Transformers, love it, hate it? Cards. Should we do it? Should we not? Alright. Comment down below. Subscribe. More episodes coming. Episodes. More episodes coming. I'm Arnold. I'm gonna govern the California. And I'm gonna illegitimate child and you better. Yeah.